good afternoon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each one of the Module 1 questions assignments and just kind of go over the questions and answers so that you guys will be ready for the quiz. I'm going to show you some of it on Microsoft Office 365. Some of them I'll just go over the answers with it. Okay. So the first one I come up to is on which tab will you find the new slide command? Select all that apply. So if we go here, we're seeing this on the home tab. We see new slide right there. So that's one of them. And then over here on the insert tab at the far left, we see new slide as well. So we know it is home and insert. We go on to the next page. All right, so what are the text boxes in a slide known as? They are text boxes, but generally it's not the same answer as that's in the question. You can type in shapes, but they're not necessarily text boxes. And bulleted lists are things that you put into text boxes, so that's not the answer. So placeholder is generally saying is a placeholder for the text that you want to type into your presentation. And that is these things right here. So click where it says click to add. And the difference between a text box and a placeholder is placeholders don't show up in your actual slide. They just show up when you're editing it. So if I went through and presented this, nothing would show up on this slide, even though it has these placeholders here. If I had text boxes where I had the outline and I had click to add title in there, you would see that on the actual slide during the presentation. All right, question 3, what's the shortcut key to create a new presentation? So think about the word new. We're going to go Control N. So new starts with an N. Control N creates a new presentation. In which group will you find the new slide command? So if we go back over, and in the insert tab it says slides, but let's look at the home. In the home tab, it also is in the slides group. So the only reasonable choice is A, slides. Which of the following methods can you use to save a new presentation? Select all that apply. So file save as, that will be what you click in the top left. Yes. Control S, S for save. Yes. And then we're down to Control F12 or F12. The correct answer is F12. You don't need to hit Control for save. We'll talk about that in another question up here, actually. The default second slide in a new presentation is the title and blank. So let's go down here and create a new slide and see what it gives us. Title and content, add slide. So that's what the default is title and content. Next page. The following keyboard shortcuts which of the following keyboard shortcuts can you use to open an existing presentation? Select all that apply. So Control O for open, and then we know F12 is save, so that one's out. But Control F12 will open an existing presentation. And then the last question on this one, the first slide in a new presentation is the, let's click layout and see what it tells us. Title slide. All right, so the first slide is always the title slide. Okay, I'm not going to submit it because it's not going to let me in my teacher mode, but that is the answers for Module 1, Lesson 1 question.